I'm Kristen and welcome to my channel. So if you want to see what kickstarted this whole thing, check it out. My ocean pour. Woo. Anyways, I love doing ocean pours. If you're interested in that, check out my tutorial. I will link it in the description. So, 3 things that I love about pour painting. This is basically my sales pitch for pour painting. If you're here, you're probably already interested. And these are the 3 reasons why I started. Number 1, time. In my opinion, it's a pretty quick art form. So, real quick history on me. I started drawing when I was 3. Fast forward to high school, started painting in high school. Then fast forward to college, got my Bachelor of Fine Arts, emphasis in painting because I love painting so much. But then I got married and had a kid and I didn't have time for my traditional painting. Paint from photos, and while I love the end result, the process itself can be a bit tedious and you need a lot of time to focus and a lot of endurance. And that was not a luxury I had as being a mom. I have snippets of time. So enter pour painting. I saw on YouTube randomly a video of Gina DeLuca doing this gorgeous pour painting, and in 30 minutes I saw her go from blank canvas to incredible painting, and I was like, what is this magical process? I need to access this. So that's when I dug in, and it was everything that I wanted, something I could create in a relatively short amount of time. And even if I had to split up the process a bit, it had a quick startup time. Prep my paints, set it aside for a while, boom, get to pouring, or the whole thing in just an hour, maybe 2 hours, and I got a painting. So it was incredible. Thing number 2 that I love about pour painting, it's a pretty learnable art form. You can, as a new beginner in this art form, follow a recipe and get pretty amazing results right off the bat. A lot of art takes so much practice and time before you start getting good results. And this one, you have the chance for it so much quicker, which I love. And actually, funny story, I still love my first one. I lucked out on it, and looking back on it, I must have been crazy for doing it because it was a 4-foot by 5-foot canvas. Insane to start out that big. But I lucked out. I followed one of Gina DeLuca's recipes, did my own colors, and it magically turned out. That being said, I've had a lot of garbage pour paintings in between, but the wonderful thing about it is that it's low investment time, so if it doesn't turn out, you can just do it again or try something different. So, in the end, it's a learnable art form, and as a newbie, you have a chance to make beautiful art. And number 3, limitless options. I'm 2 years into pour painting, and I'm still exploring with color combos, layering, different techniques. There's so many options that it's almost impossible to get bored. And the other thing is, if you're tired of exploring in that way, you can dig into a specific technique. Find something that you want to make, or maybe even be representational, and then figure out how you can do it with pour painting by strategizing and practicing with your pour. And let me show you my first ocean pour. And I shouldn't even call it an ocean pour because it doesn't look like an ocean to me, but I still have it and I still hang on to it because it was such an essential piece of my history, because I learned from that. And the next one, I was like, okay, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. And then I learned. And so on my next pour, I got a little bit closer. And then I'm like, okay, so we're getting there. Got some encouragement. And then, okay, don't do that. Maybe try this next time. And then by the 3rd time, I started to get a lot more of what I was going for. And then boom, on my 5th time, got exactly what I was going for. So I dug into one technique, one color scheme, and got something that I was going for, which is another option in pour painting, is that you can learn from yourself. And I love that. So that's what I love about pour painting, is those top 3 things. And here we are with my channel. Why did I start my channel? I just figured if I could put the ocean pour painting out there, maybe that could help somebody, because I was that person. And I saw a lot of good pour paintings on YouTube, and they did help me out. They just weren't in the exact style I was looking for. And so they were my really good starting point, and then I could develop off of them. And that's what I hope this channel is a good starting point for people. And maybe if I experiment enough or share enough of my take on things or my experience, then that'll save you some practice time, some troubleshooting time, and help you make the pours that you've been wanting to make a lot sooner. Now, there are 2 components to my channel that I want to do. One of my passions is just watching art from start to finish to relaxing music. So I'll once a week probably upload just a relaxing 1 to 2 minute time-lapse process videos. Sometimes it's just really nice for me to have almost like a journal of the paintings that I create. And so I'll release those videos and put them in a playlist. So I'll have those types of videos, and then I'm going to shoot for once a week doing an informational video. So a tutorial or tips and tricks or how to fix mistakes, or hey, I encountered this problem and here's what I did to fix it. Those types of things once a week. So 2 different things: the relaxing start to finish process, very quick time-lapse videos, and then the more informational ones where we get into the nitty-gritty of pour painting. So that's all for now. Go check out my ocean pour tutorial because that's my baby. I love it. Thank you so much for watching this. If you're interested in the informational side of things, I'll have that playlist with the tutorials and everything like that linked in the description. If you're just looking for some relaxing content, watching the creative process, I will also link that playlist in the description. So that's all I got.